Hello everybody, welcome to a new modern video featuring Death Shadows. Ever since they banned Luris, this deck was just weaker to the other option of Lurid, Murktide, and Reckless Scam, mostly because you have access to Blood Moon. But with the addition of Orcish Bowmasters, this card has just been a phenomenal right now. In the few decks that can pick it up, like Yawgmoth and Rakdos Scam, making them even better in the current metagame. Mostly, it's just extremely good against Murktide. And of course, it's just a proactive threat that all of a sudden can attack for a lot of damage unexpected. I've never been a biggest fan of Death Shadows. It's a very skill-intensive deck, balancing life loss, playing against Lightning Bolt. Always scared me. We are playing Drowning the Loch and Spell Pierce as answers to the Ring, although obviously not easy to counter the Ring with the Drowning the Loch. You have Thoughtseize as well as a proactive answer. You have a couple of Breach that you can fill with the RC Bauble. There's no Shredders. We have Jegantha Companion, a pretty straightforward sideboard. Very cool to have Tourach in a Jegantha deck despite costing basically triple black. Again, this deck won the challenge recently, last weekend, and it might be a good choice mostly because of the Orc. Basically now every deck that can slot in the Orc is much better than before. For example, even the blue-black Shadow or the blue-black Murktide decks were all just weaker choice than blue-red. But thanks to the Orc, that might be viable as well. This card is very good. Right, I think right now it might actually be underrated, to be honest. It basically does what Renesix does, which is a proactive way to kill a creature. A permanent, so that you can deploy it also when you don't have to kill like an Esper Sentinel or a Ragavan or a DRC. So you can deploy it. And then your opponent, Ragavan, DRC. I mean, I guess DRC they can build a graveyard, but you know. All right, let's get into the games. Isn't K Command worse than Cast into the Fire? It might be. It might be. I just not decked the challenge winner, but it might be that it's just a list. So you can definitely upgrade it. All right, let's begin. Okay, right away against Burn. Always tricky to play Burn against Shadow. You can watch my Burn video of a few days ago, where I actually played against Shadow the last match, and it was a very cool game, for sure. Do I want to go Bolt now? Nah, I think I'll just discard a land. I definitely do not need as many lands. I'll build my graveyard for nothing. I don't. Oh, well, for Breach. Okay. Our opponent suspends a Rift Bolt and goes to combat. Which will not XF. So what's on top? There is a Spell Pierce. It's okay. It worse. Draw the Spell Pierce. I want to take 3 damage. Sorry, I meant to say, do I want to take 2 damage to play the Thoughtseize? Yeah, let's do it. I might trade 2 damage for 4. I think it's reasonable. Yeah, exactly. Alright, land go, and then I'm gonna just take a top land. I'll just yield until end step. I don't plan to counter anything here. I'm on 11, my opponent has 9 damage in end. And I think now I want to cast the Orc, so I start pressuring my opponent. Yeah, Burn is definitely coming back thanks to people playing 4 colors and the ring. Also ping yourself. I mean, obviously not in this matchup, but you can ping yourself with this card in another environment. Okay, that's good. They stuck up here. But obviously I wish I drew that shadow, but I didn't. Up for 3, down to 11. Probably supposed to side this out. We'll see. I mean, I have thoughts this to side out. We definitely drew too many lands. 7 lands for spell is not a proper ratio to have. Hey. Okay. You can't really Chalice on 1 in this deck. You have 24 1-drop. But you do have Flusterstorms. Read it. Bring in Terminate and Dispute is so bad. You guys want to bring in Tourach? Yeah, maybe better than Terminate. I think I like Dispute better than Tourach, though. Not the best hand, but I think I'm gonna keep it. And let's go. EE for Sanctifier. Maybe that should have been a card to bring in, yes. Should have bring in Sanctifier. Answers to Sanctifier. Yeah, I should have bring in Explosives for Sanctifier. I did not think about that. Okay. I'll bubble myself, and based off of that, I'll fetch my turn or in their turn. Oh, definitely holding on that one. I have basic mountain, so I think I'll do this. I want to heat in my turn though. I don't have basic island, so I'm not gonna play Flusterstorm this turn. And I hope they don't go Sanctifier. That would be annoying. And there it is. Go blue black. DRC, not very good. Let's play it. Let go. They can surveil a bunch, I guess. Suspend Rift Bolt. And they'll attack me. Down to 16. End of turn, I'll play the Orc, because I have to attack back here. Of course, if they have Searing Blaze, is it's very annoying, but I think it's a fine play. Grab the Mountain and play the Orc. Yeah, the rest down for Shadow is also good. That's something I mean, if I realized my opponent could have had a Sanctifier, then I would have brought in definitely both Shadow and Explosives. Like, Dispute is not the worst either, I think. I really should draw that Shadow. Like, that's the card you want to draw against Burn. There is no ways to loot away cards from your hand, right? You don't have Shredder. Yeah, once you draw lands, you just keep them in hand and die with them, I think. It's so hard for me to play those decks and don't compare them immediately to Murktide. Right, that's a second spell, so I'm gonna go Boldface and then Flusterstorm. Spell, because the opponent has way too many lands. Like, I already had to work so hard to be able to Flusterstorm something. I'll probably don't actually want to fetch. I think I just need to draw something else here. It can't be those reactive cards that aren't even good, because my opponent has a million lands. Like, I just have to hope they flood. And I somehow get there. I might get Delirium, too, if, I don't know what actually can go in the graveyard. Oh, I'm dead. Wow, this was so easy for them. They defeated me so fast. What was it, like 10 minutes? And I feel like I even had, I mean, I guess first game, no, but like this game, I had good draws. That's okay. Well, you say it's a bad matchup, but I think like it really depends on the card that shadow. Like if you draw that shadow plus counter spells, I think you can win. Back in the days, there were way more stubborn denials and such. I guess now you have drawn the Loch. I don't think you can say it's a good matchup, but you can definitely say it's winnable. Again, check out my like if you're interested. I'm not saying you are, but I made a video with Burn, like uh when was this? 2 days ago, and the last match was against Grixis Shadow, and actually, so here for example, I had two Shadow, and I lost this game. All right, round number 2. Yeah. Okay, so Kahea should be 4-color own not control, I think. Or blue-eye control. Anyway, should be a fun one. Go all the way down to 15 life. Yes, very good end. Let's take Solitude, which is extremely good against me. Next turn, I'm gonna take Leyline Binding, play Shadow. Gonna be a 3/3 Shadow. Turn 2, we are at 10 life. Wow, Growth Spiral. Not a card we commonly see. I wonder if it was actually supposed to take that one. They Growth Spiral now. But hey, wait. Land, please? Fetch land? Happy to just ping them in response. Opponent now is gonna regret not having main phase the spiral. It's definitely a play you have to do more of these days. Main phasing card draw effect against decks that might play the Orc. But now I can go ring. If they play it, they're gonna lose more life to the actually that's not true. I'm just gonna get a bigger army. Is this a must? Yes, but I guess I can just ping the shadow, whatever. Well, I ping myself to grow this shadow. I didn't think about that. Opponent's waiting for me. I guess I can't go Orc. Although they played a version with Kahera, so they have access to Supreme Verdict. And bottom exile. I don't want to play a second shadow. Second shadow is very bad against Solitude. Because they kill both of them with a single shadow, with a single Solitude. I want to ping myself, sure. Let's ping ourselves. And grow the shadow. They play actually they can't play Omnath with this mana base. Because they have 3 blue-green lands here. But they can't play Omnath. Also, they don't have Delirium, so this Unholy Heat doesn't do much. I'm honestly surprised there's 3 Unholy Heat, 3 bolts. I think that with all this amount of ping, you actually want to play 4 bolts. Anyway, 12. Let's see if they have Supreme Verdict. They know White Sword, so they take at least 3 damage. Okay, this time I'm gonna be able to deal damage to them. They go to 10 here. And I think they're looking for Supreme Verdict. But as you can see, the Bowmaster is so good. Like, look how much. I paid 2 mana, I got 6 power, pinged 3 times. Alright, they found white mana. Do they have also Supreme Verdict? I do not like the Samwise food decks. I find them weak. I'm sorry if you like them. Oh, wow. That was wildly unexpected. The Wilderness Reclamation, a card of the past. I'm just untapping here, just like them. Just untapping? Oh. Float white. No, don't Solitude me. Oh. Oh no, they're gonna... Actually, let's see who they target. Why don't counterspell over Drown? More versatile. Plus, you have a lot of swamps in your deck. It's mostly because of you have a lot of swamps in your deck, not because it's more versatile. Anyway, they shadow, yeah. I was going to say if they take the army, I can grow my shadow, but... Okay, anyway, so this resolves. I go to 13. Then I fetch down to 10, and I Unholy Heat the Solitude. I think I'm gonna get the... if I get this... Yeah, I'll get Steam. If I die to my Bowmasters if they tap this ring. Actually, they die in upkeep, don't they? If I main phase Orc, that's gonna be. They have Leyline Binding. Is there a world where they have Leyline Binding? If I go main phase Orc, attack for 7, you go to 2 life. How do they survive to their own ring? They don't. They just die in upkeep. I really wish I drew a land there. It would have been so nice. I think they don't have anything, so I'm going to play Bowmasters. I guess I should have just dealt them 7. Oh, I forgot that this one pings, dude. I was only thinking about the Orc army. Yeah, should have not done anything, but yeah. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, this card has been so good. Like, this might be the first time you're seeing this card in action, and I hope you just take a second to pause and how much this card did for 2 mana. Oh, it was a 2-drop that won the game so easily. So easily. Alright. Now, we have the Tourachs, the Mystical Dispute. What do I want to cut? I think it's... Well, the ring didn't kill them. The ring saved them, like, so much life one turn. Yeah, of course, Bowmasters is bad against Fury decks. But Ryan has disappeared. It's bad against Cam, but actually, like, you can kill a Ragavan, or you can kill another Bowmaster, so it's alright. Very good against Murktide. He's so good, but not broken. Allora, how do I side? I think it's, I need to take out some amount of these, but I don't want to take out all the bolts. I think it can be something like this. Yeah, I'm not playing a clunky deck. I'm playing a hyper-efficient deck. But overall, always scary, you know, to play a Death Shadow deck against the Solitude ones. I wonder if I'm supposed to take out some shadows. Dress down overboarding. I just hate dress down so much. I think it's only good against Saga decks. Maybe it's different from this deck, but again, I'm not typically a shadow player, so I might be making some mistakes. Both playing and sideboarding. You wonder if you swap the Orc for Shredder? I mean, right now people are cutting Shredder for Murktide. If Orc was costing 1 and a black, I would be so happy. Sorry, 1 and a blue, I was so happy to put it in Murktide. Alright, opponent Shadow Chalice is me. Do I want to go Tourach or do I want to hold up mana for Drown? I think none of them. I just play Breach. Working my way through Delirium. Oh, you want to cut the shadows? Draw. Fortunately, I don't have Delirium again, so... Yeah, I'll return Jegantha. Yeah, I don't care about holding up Drown. I guess I could have countered that one, but I don't think it changes much. My hand's bad. My opponent's hand was probably very good. I'm gonna lose this game. And beyond the play have a better chance. Oh wow, that passed. We do have Shark Typhoon. Can kill the token there. And yeah, I'll kill the token and I'll get Delirium. That's cool. Well, F6. I want to draw a black land for Tourach. Return Kahera. I got nothing. Doo-doo-doo. Leyland Binding, okay. And Swamp. Swamp? Nice. Grab a Blood Crypt. And let's play the one and only Red Cantor. They discard Leyland Binding Kahera. The other two cards are probably lands. They didn't do anything last turns, and they just had these. Supreme Verdict. Alright. Unfortunately, I didn't discard that one. They have one card now. Thoughtseize. Pass. Oh no, they're floating mana. What do they have? Nexus of Fate? Okay. I'm not giving up. There's a world where draw land and Jegantha wins. Bene, va bene, basta, basta. Kolaghan's command. Bring it in. Supposed to take out shadows. Ah. One. We gonna have lands. Mulligan to 5. Do I not keep the bubbles? Yeah, I'll keep one bubble. To breach in my deck. Let's bubble them. And then I will Thoughtseize with more information. Frame Verdict. Good. There's now Memory Deluge. I'll take Memory Deluge. Game might go longer. Opponent might cycle the rest down end of turn and then I Bowmaster them. Actually, that's... Oh yeah. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Yeah, the dress down comes into play and then the trigger goes on the stack, so the Bowmaster has no text. Wish I could discard top of the deck. I don't have Delirium. But I think it's still better to go Channeler now and then maybe try and lock the dress down. This attacks for more. Hey, happy to play a Thoughtseize here. I want to land. I think I'll discard a Supreme Verdict. Since maybe we can beat the ring with. Oh, I guess also drawing the Loch can counter the ring. Unless my opponent doesn't play anything. Okay, Polluted Delta, perfect. That will also give me the Delirium. They don't fetch lanes. Okay. No, they have to fetch. I think I'm just countering the ring. I don't want to be cute and just have Bowmasters, blah blah blah, you know. Alright, now I'll play the orcs. They have nothing to do. They can go dress down in response. Which, you know, it's not ideal, but I think that's fine. Oh, question. Okay. I'm gonna main phase 2 so this dies by my turn, but also. Oh. Alright. I have to pass. Attack and pass. Oh, this wasn't a 2-for-1. This was a 1-for-1. The dress down replaces itself. If you want to do the math, this was a 2. Let's counter target spell. You know what? Now let's graveyard lands. Lands are bad. I have plenty of lands in my deck. I want spells, not lands. It would double spell, but then I have nothing. I think that leaving a land there on top is not good. Like most of my deck is like a lot of lands. So going Shadow now is risky against a Solitude. But also, I don't think I can afford to play around much. I don't know if they had a Solitude would have jammed the ring there. Probably not. They would have just passed into open mana. Yeah, I think it's like extremely bad if they have Solitude, like losing game bad. Because they 2-for-1. I mean, a 3-for-1. I lose, basically. But I feel like, you know, mulligan 2-5. We're getting to the late game. I'm just losing this game regardless. So gotta push it basically. I have 2 cards in hand. I know none of them. I'd be a shark. Oh, a flashback memory deluge. Okay. And they solitude my DRC. Okay. Bro. There is fine. I'll play the orc. Ping you. You have 2 cards in hand. Hope they're bad. They probably are. I'll bauble you. I think I'll pass here. Let's hope they fetch. They do. Oof. Thankfully they don't draw Shark Typhoon here. Draw. Ugh. Not having Spyro or Shredder just makes me so sad. Because you literally just you cannot get rid of this card here. Gonna stay in here forever. You don't want to trade with Ragavan. What if I go dash Ragavan attack with all? I think at 7 life is too much for the ring. Alright. Can we get lucky? I don't know, hit something good. Rope spiral. Better than nothing. I feel like I had to get so lucky to have a chance to win this. Obviously, I got lucky in the first place, but I'm getting to 5. But like my opponent never never did anything in this game, and I'm not even. They just draw something, I lose. Anyway, let's keep him dashing here and attack with both. But I should definitely attack with. Oh, actually, never mind. I have a shadow in my deck. Leyline Binding. Okay, let me attack. You could eat a free orc. Okay, go. Keep on breaking, opponent. Keep on breaking, please. And if they're winning, it's because of Kahira too, because, you know, if they were playing the Delighted Halfling, they wouldn't have Kahira. Ooh, the attack. Maybe they drew a rules for Shadow. Yeah, I know of Jegantha. And by that I mean, I didn't remember until now that you remembered me. But also, I think dashing Ragavan there was good. You bounce the Leyline Binding that eats Ragavan. Okay. On attack face with both? Nah, just Ragavan. Alright, I have no cards in hand. Land, 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 land. Land, 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 land. Nice. Ooh, a tapped Kahira. You don't see it very often. Forge of the Skycleave. They to ward back the Teferi? Oh no. Yeah, that's a card that used to be play. Let's see the way. And I even like tapped at random because whatever that Teferi. And now they just bounced Teferi somehow and recasted it. If I Mystical Disputed that Teferi, they might have maybe unable to pay for it. I don't know. Bro, let's go Jeggy. Ooh, Ragavan. With a tapped Jegantha. Should I go for Jeggy? I think I'll go for Jeggy. Basically, just have to hope your top deck is, I don't know, 3 lands. That's the plan. The One Ring. I find discards. Oh, I guess they drew it last turn. They were tapped out. Alright. Yeah, Bowmasters will be fine. Shall remember. Okay. Right. Ooh. Expressive Iteration. Okay. So they have a spell in hand, but it must be like a bad spell. Whatever. Let's go hand, bottom, exile, and play a new iteration. Can run in the lock the Kahira, or I guess I can Unholy Heat the Teferi and hold up run in the lock. No, that's not true. Well, I can. Is it a good play? I think it's a good play. And bottom. So now let's kill the fairy and pass. Remember they have the protection from the ring. I can cast the Drain Lock with Jegantha. Going to attack. Yeah, maybe it was better to attack the Teferi. Or like kill the Kahir, attack the fairy. But it doesn't tap the ring. Wow. Now they tap it. Yeah, there's definitely steam vents in the deck. It's just that they had the spell in hand that I was afraid of because they didn't put Influid Spiral earlier. It looks like they're passing here. Touchdown to 4. Oh, was it a Shark Typhoon? Was that the spell they had? That'd be a very large shark. Endurance. What if I counter it? Maybe just ignore it. Let's see who they target. They target themselves, so I have to do something now. I'll kill it. They target themselves. This turn the Loch is dead. Now they shuffle their graveyard away. Did they play Solitude here? Yeah. And I'll take my turn. Yeah. I'll play Ragavan to Druid Kahira, take 4, you gain 4, and then their 1 ring will ride the game. If last turn I went Unholy Heat on Kahira, attack the fairy, well, I wouldn't have drawn up, so. Be in a bad shape anyway. Yeah, I mean, them gaining 4 life is basically the game now. Minamo? Alright, that's too much. GG. Turn 14. We survived for a while. Alright. I'll take a bathroom break and come back for round 9. Petator. El Petator. Vamos, Petator. Scalding Tarn, go. Okay, let's go Bauble myself. There's no Shredder in this deck. Ragavan. I think I like it. Better than a random card. Oh. Let's take a 2-for-1 card. Go. We're in the Snapcaster Mage bracket. There's a Mutable too. Alright, so my opponent has Bloodwind in their deck, so I'm gonna fetch immediately next turn for a swamp. China. I know they have old, so I don't want to dash Ragavan just yet. Yeah, actually, there's no effect for a swamp now. That's the only basics in my deck. I think I want to return Jegantha now. Eventually I can play Iteration, we'll see. Wooden Bolt's my face. I'm on 10 already. What Mutavault? I believe they have the new card that if you control a wizard, does both. I think that's the reason. If Spell Pierce me, I'll be a little bit upset. They don't. Okay. I like to go Shadow Thoughtseize, but I don't want to take damage. What if I go... Yeah, I'll definitely go Shadow. Alright, let's go Shouting Hand, and then Thoughtseize in the Exile and cast it. Good 8. Spell Stutter Sprite. That's a beating. Let's go Mountain Bolt the Spell Stutter Sprite, or they can untap and play a new one. definitely a beating. Right. There's also a wizard. Could have played around that. Well, if you play around that in a modern game around Spell Starter Sprite, I'll give you a round of applause. You definitely deserve a round of applause if you play around Spell Starter Sprite in modern. Do I go Breach? Thoughtseize? Bauble? You don't think it's fine. Go Breach. You always play around Spell Starter Sprite? Okay, well, okay then. In the graveyard, Stern Scalding goes. Not a card that we might want to think about. Does it do 5 damage to my face? No. Okay. Let's take Snapcaster Mage. And then I think I want to go Fetchland tapped, Bauble. Actually, though, if I fetch and tap and play Shadow, and fetch and tap, go to 4, play Shadow Ragavan. Yeah, I think I'm actually doing that. I'll fetch untapped and play Shadow Ragavan. I'm on 1 life, but I think that's okay. Shadow, Ragavan, and Bauble. And then pass. It does not deal damage to my face. Can deal 5 damage to Ragavan and draw 2 cards next turn, but at that point I have I have an 8/8 Shadow. Yeah, it's not bold. What did you have on top? Please not a bolt. Spell stutter sprite. Alright, that's good to know. Okay, that's not a good one. I pass. Bruh. I'll attack with both here. It plays no custom mage. I flashback bolt. Okay. They chum block. They don't chum block. They take it. Important. I reveal Brazen Borrower. Not the worst. Let's go 1 mana Shadow. They go bold. Sorry, they go Sprite. I go bolt on the sprite. The shadow's in play. Yeah, good. Actually, they can't go sprite. They have bolt to cast. Anyway, let's play this shadow. Sprite only says fairies, and they only have 0. One mana, 8/8. So they don't flashback. That's good. All right, so the sprite comes in. Actually, I think I'm gonna just bounce the sprite. The petty death. I think it's a better use of my mana rather than bolt. And I keep bolt in my hand this way. This is mine now, because I stole it with Ragavan. There's this flame. They have this Flame of Anor card in hand. Pass. All right, untap. Draw. More Ragavans. That's a Shadow face. A Flame of Honor and Spell Stutter in hand. Yes. You can block. Yes. Trigger. Do I want to bolt you? Nah. I'll play Jegantha. I'll play a Ragavan. Choose the untap one. And pass. Thunderous Breath. When you're a 5 life, you can always die to Thunderous Breath. In the 0-2 bracket. You'll never know what your opponent puts in the deck. The net decker rules only works for you want to draw 2 cards. Sure. Divination has been cast. Alright. 13/13 Shadow. Let's bring in some counter spells. Probably there. I think I got much that's bad, honestly. Or just not sideboard anything. Be like 1 Dispute. Or 1 Thoughtseize. Maybe Spell Pierce is bad. When's Bologna again? Yes, it's this weekend. I swear, I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, let's do this. Yes, this weekend, and today's gonna be very important for my deck selection day. Since I plan on playing 2 Modern Last Chance. One is in 1 hour, and the other one is in 9 hours, 8 p.m. LA. I wonder if they play Blood Moon. They probably do. I only have a Swamp in my deck, so. Let's just go Steambench DRC and then Swamp. Okay, so they go consider end of turn. And they pass. 5-for-1 pass. Playing a Snapcaster end of turn. Oh no, they want to make me think they don't have Bloodman. That's what's going on there. Maybe they don't have it. I just played Bowmasters. Actually, I don't believe your point. I'm still gonna get a Swamp here. But I think Armor is a viable deck to play at the PT. I think it suffers more than before. I mean, it's like Murktide. It was good, but it's less good than before. If you know how to play it well, still a viable choice, yes. You see, there's a bunch of decks that didn't gain anything new, like Rhinos, Murktide, Hammer, Creativity, and they just suffer because that's natural. They're still fine. Oh, wow. 3-mana removal spell. I'm gonna keep up mana for this. Maybe not. What about Reprieve for Creativity? Whatever, it's a weak card, like, it's not gonna change anything. Yeah, I got the Forge anew, but it doesn't change anything. Deck is still the same. Is this the first league with Death Shadow? It's my first league. Yeah, I haven't played this deck in a long time. I probably will keep that the case for the next long time. I got 3/1/1s. What about Affinity? Affinity needs another bomb. They made there's a saga, but then they relaxed a little bit. He needs a artifact theme set to be back. Okay, we drew a land. That's exciting news. It's not caster me. Oh, I think I have to go for the drown. So yeah, let's do it. Might get delirium too, or not. Oh, nice. Yeah, let's try and counter this. Just because I want to get delirium, basically. Come on, Mangu, let's get the delirium. Aye, come on. No. This is good. I'm gonna leave it on top, I think. Better than a random card. Alright, you got an 8. Draw the orc. One attack into the Mutavault. Feels bad. Feels bad. Do I just go 1/1 Shadow? Yeah, maybe 1/1 Shadow is better than 1/1 DRC. If I draw a fetch and I can attack for 4. Alright, this deck won the challenge on Friday by Alemora. I believe he's a Spanish player, but might be wrong. And this is the list. And then I'm assuming a bunch of people picked it up and did well after. If you write MTGO decks on whoa. I think that's a shame. I can't do anything about this. Because if I orc this, they just fire this off and it's still gonna counter the shadow, so I just have to accept it. And I pass. In their upkeep, I'll try and Bowmaster this spell starter. Hoping they don't have another spell starter. That would be very bad. Wanna chump attack at all? I think so. Let's chump attack. Maybe the weakest DRC I've ever played. Turn 7, I still don't have Delirium. Alright, what's the time? Okay, we still have an hour before the for the last chance. Yeah, even Shadow was a 1/1. 1/1 tribal. Well, you have Thoughtseize, so in theory it should be easier to make Delirium in this deck. Garcia. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's not good, but I don't know. I feel like any hand I've opened today was good, so might as well keep the medium ones. With Bowmasters, yes, there are combos you can do with it. One is Burning Inquiry. Is currently being played. I like to draw the orc. We'll play the last chance on stream. We'll play the first round with a hand either, and then I will play the rest off stream. Me? Wanna shock here? Why not? I'll bauble again myself. I believe the question was about if you can force your opponent to walk into it with cards that you play. Like in Legacy, you can pair this with Echo Beyonds, for example, things like that. They play Arcbound Ravager, which is a 1/1, but they do have Pendelhaven, so my Orc will likely not be able to. Oh wow. I guess it will then. I guess they can pass the counters here. Hmm. Oh, land attack. Land attack here. Don't block. And I think I want to go Orc on the Ravager. I mean, the opponent's gonna save it, but maybe they're a little bit afraid of doing so. See. Yeah, they suck the Anger back. Unfortunately, I don't have a burn spell. Kill the Ravager. So it's gonna survive. You take 3, and then I'm gonna go Swamp Thoughtseize. I can die to the Nexus this turn. Gotta go Patchwork Automaton, Walking Ballista. I'm guessing I have to chump block, otherwise I die. Crazy how each set affects the meta. Yeah, I mean it's Magic. That's why it's a good game. Otherwise we would be playing poker or the other boring game that are always the same, or soccer, football, whatever you call them. Like Magic because it's ever evolving. Always different rules. There a chance? I'm guessing there isn't, but we'll see. Actually, I think I'm better off in conceding the game. Let's go sideboard. Let's bring in Dress Down Explosives. Terminate. Can't be regenerated. Actually, real in this matchup. Take a drown. No, I don't want to take a drown. Can shave. Shave. I board out Ragavan. I think on the play I never board out Ragavan. All right, let's go. We got Jegantha. Not that it's useful ever, but we got her. Okay, we got lands and spells. Let's go. Turn 1 DRC. Oh. We got a Loch counter over there. Zibs. Zibs. That's what a DRC. Alright. Turn 1 Saga thanks to the Gemstone Cavern. Kinda cool. Patchwork Automaton, which I can't kill because of Ward. I don't have any good plays here. think I just play Iteration. Blood Crypt, Iteration. Otherwise, I just don't do anything. Maybe I find a Bauble, but... Okay. Let's go. Go ahead. Next turn I might have Delirium if I play Bolt. I can see myself going like end of turn, dress down to kill the constructs, and then also bolt this as a result. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'll go Shadow, go. To do dress down end of turn. That way also my Shadow becomes a 13/13. Not bad. See what they do with the Saga. I mean, if they attack with a Patchwork Automaton, I can also just dress down in combat, make these a 13/13 and block. We'll see. It looks like they don't make another construct. This is turn 3, but the game is picking up a speed here. I like it. They got the Ozolith. The Gongaback Walker. I kind of just want to go dress down here, honestly. Like, this dies. If I play this when this isn't played, this doesn't die. Like, I know I'm missing on Shadow 13/13 or just kill this, but... They have Jar, so I won't even kill it. I just want to kill the... Like, this is just so good here. I'm killing Gongaback Walker. I'm killing the Construct. They can't attack as I have a 13/13. Like, it's just way too good, I think. Alright, drew another burn spell. I got Delirium too to attack. Whereas if this is in play with a counter on it, then the dress down doesn't kill it. Because there's a counter on it. Bro. Not bad. Let's attack just with this and pass. They have the Welding Jar and they have Ward too, so we'll see. Or Ravager. Um, Still doesn't pay the Ward. By kill, I mean attempt to kill. There's a Welding Jar. Alright. Refrigeration taps. And it plays a Baz. Land is nice. What do we do now? Can I just go explosives for 2? I think so. What does Breach do in this deck? Usually it's just Breach Bauble with the RC. So they have a 1-drop. It's gonna be so large. Am I afraid of dying? Let me just chump block this automaton and then I shouldn't be afraid of dying. I'm just gonna go explosive for 2 and pass here. Is there a world where no, I don't think there is. Yeah, I don't think I should do anything because they have the Ozolith and they have 3 creatures. I can kill only 2 here. I can kill only 2 creatures here with these because of the ward. Hello, Florian. I just pass now. And if they attack, I just chump block only. Ozolith will be able to move all the counters over there and then move it on to Zabaz. I don't know. I might be playing wrong and I might lose this game because of that, but I feel like it's good. I feel like I'm playing well. Is there a world where I kill this boss? I want to have this up in case something nasty happens in combat. Like right now, they don't have a welding jar or protections. Is this deck still good in modern? Well, it's not doing too well in my league, but like my beaters are just very low sample size. The deck has done well this weekend. The orc is very well placed in the metagame. Watching a video of mine that starts 0-2 and saying, "Oh, the deck is bad," sure. I didn't. It's I don't know. Personally, it's worse than Scam and Blue Red. Yes, it might be good. I like better than a bunch of other decks. Anyway, they go Shadow Spear, which I don't care. Don't care about that. They put it there. Mm-hmm. Combat, the Ozolith has no counters. Yeah, make sure to check out the beginning of this video when this goes up on YouTube, which should be in the next days. I had a very good game with Orc against the ring deck, where I was mana screwed. I was able to win on 2 lands against like 8 lands or things like that. Alright, yeah, this is an easy crack explosive turn, I think. You put everything on the Zabaz, but I just have so many. I have so much. How many counters do you even put on the Zabaz? I don't think you put that many. Yeah, they'll crack this. And I can just also take this, but then you gain 7, which is annoying. But then my shadow is large. Okay, what if I pass priority? And I just don't do anything. I just untap. Then crack the explosives. You put it on Zabaz. I kill it. Yeah, I think that's my turn. I'll take 7. The shadow grows. This matchup feels like a brain teaser every turn. It does. It's fun. Old Zabaz EOT. Hmm. Yeah, that could be a play better. Yeah. I would gain 1 life and also surveil. Sorry, 1 mana and also surveil. Should I bolt or should I heat it? I think I should heat it. I might bolt something else. Yeah, I like bolt as a buzz. I think this plays best. Ooh, another shadow. But 1 mana 9/9. I can't say no to that. I'd like to say ahead what I play in the tournament. You'll see me around 1, and you'll know what I play. Hope they don't have anything, like, why are they thinking? Hi, opponent, Forza! I have a... Vamos! Okay. Rock the explosives. Everything goes on the Ozolith. Actually, I think it was a mistake. I shouldn't have taken it, because I have to pass here to play around Tamiyo safekeeping. My point of place of play so low, I tend to make mistakes, but I hope it doesn't matter too much. Good again, 3 on the draw. Not good. Alright, now on the draw. I didn't know to call. I call one of each. I don't think that in my deck there's bad cards. Maybe more expressive iteration can leave. When it was dead to double bolt? Sorry. Again, when the piece of play slows down so much and the chat is not very active, I'm just kind of like, you know the meme I sleep? The game is kind of boring sometimes. I also get bored. And my viewers also get bored. It's like a circle. Can you explain the meme I sleep? I have no idea actually where does it come from, but I'm sure that if you go to Google, you'll find an explanation. All right. The Zen sucks. So bad. Never winning this matchup on the draw. That's Moz again. All right. But I never had the turn 1 hardened skills. Thought is better on the draw. Usually Thoughts is good on the draw and better on the play. Better on the draw than on the play, in theory. I'm gonna draw a second land, so I'm gonna bubble myself. If I find a land, I'll just pass. See a bad card. Let's just go Blood Crypt or Ragavan. And go. And let's hope no longer Backwalker. Okay, nice. I drew a land. Really hoping for anything but that, but that's okay. I guess I can. Yeah, let's do it. That's clean. And your 2 bolts. This is obviously card disadvantage, but whatever. The life of a Ragavan gamer. Hold the card disadvantage to get a treasure. What's this treasure gonna give me? I don't know. A Thoughtseize, I guess. And then maybe I can find my way through. Oh, welding jar. That's free. Okay. Okay, that's very good. Let's discard the Arbor Ravager. Because that's the card of my opponent deck. Everything else is worse. And pass. Historic was so close to have this deck. Well, Historic doesn't have fetchlands as far as I know, and that Shadow without fetchland is not playable, unfortunately. Maybe fortunately, who knows. Anyway, draw. Round in the Loch, okay. Let's go for the Orc. Actually, if I go Orc on the Zabaz, they put a counter over there. I think Ragavan is stopped. Alright, let's just attack and offer to trade with whatever they want. Display Iteration. So then 1 lands. Whoa, that's a lot of good cards actually. Hand bottom exile. Let go. You're worth to so much for this card. Okay. Running on turn 4 is not as bad. Alright. I'll take a Taplin this time around. Land, 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 land. Am I dead? No, I think I'll chump block. Actually, a Shadow Spear. I am dead. RIP! I'm dead. I'm just dead. There's no way they don't do it. Okay, so this is the round 5. League is not going well, but... Oh, is this the mirror in the 1-3 bracket? Could be. Be the mirror in the 1-3 bracket. I have to bubble now, or they play the Orc. Hello, Yankuri. You gonna play 8 Blast? Ooh. Gonna blast it. But blast that Ragavan in the meanwhile. At least the Grixis deck will win. That's a success. What's 8 Blast? I don't know. It's the Blast are Galvanic Blast and Shrapnel Blast. Basically a burn deck. My hand is not very... Ooh, never mind. Mine's great. Oh, we finally got to do the play. I don't know why I played a mountain. I was just so happy. Basically, the Orc makes the mirror match better. That's what it is. Draw. Hey? Ooh, I even have Delirium here. Orc is so good when it gets to do the thing. Like, it's so busted. Bolt. Just look at the value that we made. We played a card. I did two things, and still one is left around. The RC Thoughtseize. Bolt. Graveyard it. Probably have a Shadow End. You don't see Brawler in my list, do I miss it? Brawler was mostly for the mirror match, which is now less popular, so. The drown. Counter. Why didn't you kill my creature? What are you hiding, opponent? Are you hiding anything good over there? Huh? What do you knew about my peers? They intentionally... Either they're tricking me, and they have a land in hand, or they decide to put all the cards away from their hand. Paper. They should have just killed my creature. Why did you counter the Thoughtseize? Bolted. You just let the Thoughtseize result untap. Maybe they draw land, they can play around my peers. End of turn. Was this an orc on my orc? Oh, is that you forgot to get Jegantha back? I think so. The orc. Orca. Okay. Opponent literally mind controls my orc army. It's 2 mana. Take control of a creature. Iteration. It's like, I'll take it. And bottom. Exile. Bolt ya face. Upland. Oh. Bolt, bolt, bolt. Bolt, bolt, bolt. Gonna return Jegantha. Because if you're a Jegantha gamer, dying with Jegantha in hand has a special value. Trump players know that the best. Even affinity players. Dying with Jegantha in hand. Double the fun. Alright, let's go game 2. Classic, you look at the sideboard and you be like, it's fine, I don't think I want much. I guess I'll have the hers, just in case they have breach, but I don't know, it doesn't even do too much. Fine here, I think Pierce is better than Dispute. I think Terminate. I guess Terminate for shot. Great, keep. Gonna bubbles themselves. Am I going to throw a Ragavan under the bus? Ragavan, are you ready to go under a bus? Let's see. Let's see. All right. It died. That's okay. Honestly, I'm much happier they went bold than Orc. Yeah, I'm supposed to take out the Ragavan because he dies to Orc. Who knows? Maybe I am. I'll play the Orc with a Blood Crypt. Put an Orc in my Orc. Is drowning the Loch? Hmm. Alright. My Orc is not resolved. Iteration. Okay. And awesome. Exile. Let's grab Watery Grave. It's a shadow that dies to Bolt and Heat. It's a free shadow. Free things. It's like basically free food. You know, it's not the best. It's like rings on Mana Trader. You know, they probably don't have it, but might as well try. Right, Mitchell? You're not probably gonna die, but it's free, so. Hey, they play a Ragavan. Also because it was free. Well, I can go Shadow. Sorry, Breach. Breach Orc Ragavan. Can I? I can. I think Breach Orc is too bad. I don't want to do it. I'll simply. I'll simply attack, fetch, and pass. Yeah, I'll play the GP in Barcelona. Much better than PTQ. The 75 but yeah, I misclicked. Supposed to fetch. Do I have a window? I don't think so. Yep. Alright. I'm just gonna bolt now and pass. They announced the sealed GP. That costs an absurd amount of money, but kind of the trend. Okay, more Ragavans. Yeah, I think nah, it doesn't make any sense, right? To just round tap. All right, what about now? I go breach. Yeah, I think now it's fine to go breach. I think they have spell pierce, so I'll just pay. I'll draw him back. Just Unholy Heat the Ragavan. Appears? Alright, I'll have 6 then. I need to keep up the shadow to block their Ragavan. Jegantha? Jegantha! I've been down next turn. Bigger than ever. The huge elemental elk. Am I attacking for 8 here? Yeah. Go to 5. I pass because I want to have double drown with Spellpierce mana up. Drown the Ragavan and begin combat. And then let's see what's their follow up. Let her resolve. I might have dispute to counter my drown. I want to just untap and then play drown. Around dispute. I just will dash. Zan. What do they have? Don't have the orc. Oh my! Actually, a nightmare. They can just, cast Jegantha, have a chump blocker, and then Jegantha's lethal next turn. Okay, I got a 3. Jegantha's still lethal next turn, so I need to draw something. They brick on Ragavan. Punish what? How was I supposed to play that? Maybe not don't grow the shadow that much? I don't know, I think it's fine. Draw a spell. Ooh. That's very nice. And York, so good. King your orc. Attack your Jegantha. Return mine. Pass. You have a Ragavan in hand that does nothing. Oh, you didn't block. I respect it. Alright, we got a 2-3, winning the mirror in the last round. Woo-hoo. Thank you for watching.